There's an email here from a very good brother of mine in Scotland, brother Ines Wood. He says, Yemi, your guest is so right about Europe. He said, you have a great guest there. Your guest is so right about Europe. Margaret Thatcher took us into the common market. I think it was Edward Heath that took us into common market. The EU is the final revival of the not-so-holy Roman Empire. Britain will be invaded with the neo-fascist Europe Union right out of the book of Daniel 2. The toes are partly clay, partly iron. So this kingdom shall be partly strong, partly brittle. It will be a people that will only remain united for a short time. There is time that is coming soon that UKIP will play a part in prophecy, pulling us out of Europe, the European Union. Mark my words, we will come out of the EU. But my brother loves UKIP, and so do I. Number 10 is under occupied. Maybe they should tax them. I will vote UKIP. I will vote UKIP. Be honest. It is Wood, your brother in Christ, a Christian socialist by nature. Can we have a Christian socialist? That's interesting.
What is that reference to me?
He is a Christian socialist by nature.
Okay. But I'm a sort of strange mix actually. UKIP actually, you've just nudged on it slightly. UKIP might be seen as a sort of a home for the disgruntled Tory. Okay. Believe me, it isn't. If you look at the people who are coming to the party, it isn't the disgruntled Tories alone. It is the dissatisfied Labour voters. We're not getting any Lib Dems.
She says, good points. However, we need to support the weak. Well done, brother. And she said another thing here, welfare system, the welfare system built on godly principles, responsible living, not abusing the good system. Okay, we get that one. And another one here, everyone gets vulnerable at some time. A godly nation supports the weak, not fraudsters. I agree with you on that one. Why do you give aid to guys who burn your flag every day, who want to capture your citizens and chop off their heads, who don't care about who you are, who don't listen to who don't even want to flow with your values? So it's like you're wasting money to me, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, yes. I mean, as long as it goes to those in need, I suppose it is actually.
How would it get to people in need? Because Pakistan is one of the most corrupt countries in the world. Yes. You know, it's common sense. The money doesn't get there. I don't know why we keep pushing money to governments that are not accountable to their people. They're not accountable to anybody. And then you have all those mullahs screaming down the road every day, burning effigies of leaders in the West. And if you try that with their leaders, it's another big problem.
Yes. Well, yes. I mean, we have this, apparently, don't we? We've had this revelation, as it were, or discovery, or perhaps acknowledgement that the money that's being, or some of the money that's being used for overseas international aid has been used to fund the military in one of the countries. And of course that was slightly hidden. Now, I do think it's rather perverse to say to our military personnel over here, thank you very much for serving, oh good, oh thank you, you're now made redundant, but we spend overseas aid, at the same time as Cameron saying to us, you know, we've really got to look at every penny. Yeah, I still think it's important we do have international aid for those in need.
It's important in a way if there's accountability. Tories demand law change on EU referendum, and then there's a 24-hour drinking blamed for surge in sickies.
Are you saying there's a connection there?
Loving the discussions this morning. You know that the greatest and most ancient of ways to enslave a people is through money and debt. At this time around Passover, we should be showing people that the Israelites were too enslaved by power, and God set them free financially. Passover is for all of God's children. Blessings, Paul, Diane, and Yemi from Ireland. God bless you. And well, we're still going to have you back soon. Maybe after the local government election,
yes,
we'll bring you back to talk about what's happened. Hopefully, your party should have gained a few more seats and local authority, and that'll be good news for you guys and for some Christians within your party.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes, God bless you. I really appreciate you, sir.
Thank you.
Amen.
And it is an outrage, as far as I'm concerned, that from the 1st of January next year, people in unlimited numbers from Bulgaria and Romania can come to this country and within a very short space of time claim job seekers allowance, housing benefit, child benefit. I'm sorry, but the benefit system in this country should be there to be used by nationals of this country who in many places come from generations of families who have paid tax and national insurance into the central pot. And as far as UKIP are concerned, nobody should be able to access the health service and the benefit system in this country until they have been in this country for 5 years, paid their taxes and obeyed the law. That would be right, that would be fair. If UKIP had not taken on this immigration debate, the others would not be talking about it at all, and it is not racist to talk about immigration, and I believe that by taking on this issue, this will be, I think, the major battleground on EU membership between now and whenever a referendum will come, because it is a basic facet of a state that you should be able to control your borders and decide in your own parliament who comes to live, work and settle in our country, and we will fight this battle.